Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about solving quadratic equation by completing the square in which the value of a is greater than 1. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So we will have two examples class for you to really understand this one, and we'll be answering this one class step by step. So let's start with example number 1. Let me copy the equation 2x squared minus 3x minus 20 equals 0. Now, first step class that we need to do is we need to divide the equation by 2. Question, why is that, sir? Because in completing the square class, always remember this one, that a should be equal to 1. Once again class, in completing the square, a should be equal to 1. Now, this is 2x squared. What would be the thing that we need to do to make this 1x squared? Okay, once again, the value of a is 2. To make this 1x squared, we need to divide this 1 by 2, right? Because 2 divided by 2, that would be 1, then copy x squared. Once again, class, in completing the square, example class x squared minus 2x minus 24 equals 0, we can actually do the completing the square because the value of a is just 1. We have 1x squared. Understood that there's 1 here, class. If you didn't see any number, understood that there's 1 here. So if this is 1x squared, we can do the completing the square. So since this is 2x squared, we need to divide the equation by 2. Okay, once again, sir, why do we need to divide this 1 by 2? To make this 1x squared, because 2 divided by 2, that would be 1, then copy x squared. You also divide 3 by 2, 20 by 2, and then 0 by 2. Alright, so this will be 2 divided by 2, that's 1. Then copy x squared. We can write 1x squared, that's okay, 1x squared, or just simply x squared. Understood that there's 1 here, class. So x squared, can we divide 3 by 2? Nope. We cannot divide 3 by 2. You will get a decimal answer. Can we reduce? Nope, we cannot reduce. So simply copy, class, negative 3 over 2x. Negative 20 divided by 2. Can we divide? Yep, negative 20 divided by 2, that would be negative 10 equals 0 divided by 2, that is 0. Alright, so once again, class, always remember that once. First step, you need to make this numerical coefficient or the value of a to become 1. And then next step, class, we need to copy this equation, x squared, then copy minus 3 over 2x, plus, you put a space because we need to add a new constant, plus a new constant, equals, so we need to transpose this one, class, negative 10 from left to right. Once again, transpose this constant from left to right because we need to add a new constant. So this is negative 10, it will be positive 10 plus another new constant. What would be that number that we'll be adding on the left side is the same number that you will add on the right side. Okay, once again, let's copy this equation plus a new number equals, you transpose 10, this is negative, it becomes positive plus another new number. And what would be that number, sir? Now, to find that number, class, we do have a formula. The formula that would be b over 2 quantity squared. Once again, b over 2, b divided by 2 quantity squared. So the value of b, class, is beside x with exponent of 1. So x with exponent of 1, this is the value of b. So the value of b, that would be negative 3 over 2, divide by 2, open and close parentheses, then square. Once again, class, always remember this one. Sir, where did you get negative 3 over 2? Negative 3 over 2, class, came from the value of b. So that would be negative 3 over 2. Then divide 2, open and close parentheses, then square. So we need to simplify this one first inside the parentheses. This will be negative 3. So let me just simplify this one first, class. Negative 3 over 2 divided by 2. Once again, class, this is just the same, class. Let me just simplify inside this parentheses, class, before we make it squared. Okay, before we do the square. So this will be negative 3 over 2 divided by 2. Always remember this one, class, that in fractions, you cannot divide the fractions directly. You need to get the reciprocal of the divisor, then you proceed to multiplication. So I hope you remember that one, class. When you're dividing fractions, you cannot divide the fractions directly. You need to get the reciprocal of the divisor, then you proceed to multiplication. So negative 3 over 2, divide 2. So divide 2, understood that the whole number, there is a denominator of 1. Okay, so there's 1 here, 2 over 1, we can write 2 over 1. So negative 3 over 2 divided by 2, once again, you cannot divide. So we need to get the reciprocal of the divisor. So copy negative 3 over 2 times, you proceed to multiplication class. Get the reciprocal, 2 over 1. The reciprocal of 2 over 1, that would be 1/2. Okay, once again, the reciprocal of 2 over 1, that would be 1/2. You make this 1 to be your numerator, and this 2 will be your denominator. So reciprocal of 2 over 1, that would be 1/2. So this will be reciprocal of 2 over 1, that's 1/2, and then you proceed to multiplication. So negative 3 times 1, that's negative 3. 2 times 2, that would be 4. So that would be negative 3 over 4. Once again, when we simplify this one, negative 3 over 2 divided by 2, we get the reciprocal. So that would be negative 3 times 1. Proceed to multiplication. Negative 3 times 1, that's negative 3. 2 times 2, that is 4. So therefore, this is negative 3/4. So this is, once again, when we simplify this one, this is negative 3/4, then squared. Alright, so negative 3/4 then squared. So we need to distribute this one. Alright, so distribute, this will be negative 3 then squared over 4 then squared. You can actually answer this one directly, class, if you're good in this. Negative 3 squared, it means negative 3 times negative 3, that would be 9. And then 4 squared, it means 4 times 4, that is 16. Okay, you can do that one, class. It's up to you. If you're good in this, you can do it directly. Negative 3 times negative 3, that's 9. 4 times 4, that is 16. Since we need to do it, class, step by step, so we need to distribute. So negative 3 squared, it doesn't mean negative 3 times 2. It means negative 3 times negative 3. 4 squared, it means 4 times 4. Doesn't mean 4 times 2. It means 4 times 4. You multiply this equation by itself twice. So negative 3 times negative 3, that's 9. 4 times 4, that is 16. You always check, class, if you can reduce. Can we reduce 9 and 16? Nope, we cannot reduce. So, copy 9 over 16. 16, this will be the number that we will be adding. 9 over 16, then 9 over 16. Alright, and then, now, once again, class, when you answer in completing the square, class, your answer is a perfect square trinomial in which we can make it into square of binomial by simply getting the square root of the first term, the square root of x squared, that is x. Alright, and then the square root of the last term, the square root of 9 over 16. So square root of 9 over 16, the square root of 9, that's 3. The square root of 16, that's 4. So that would be 3 over 4. Alright, and then you copy the sign of the middle term, copy negative sign. You put open and close parentheses, then square. This is just the same, class. Once again, class, when you do the completing the square, your answer is a perfect square trinomial in which you can make it into square of binomial by simply getting the square root of the first term, the square root of x squared, that's x. The square root of the last term, the square root of 9 over 16, that is 3/4. Square root of 9, that's 3. Square root of 16, that's 4. You copy the sign of the middle term. You put open and close parentheses, then square. This is just the same, class. Even if you use the FOIL method, class, you will get the same answer. Alright, and then equals, you add this one. 10 plus 9 over 16 equals, so once again, class, you have two options to add the fractions. You can find the LCD or we can do the butterfly method. So we will have two solutions, class. So understood that there's one here for the fraction. Once again, we cannot add the fractions directly if they don't have the same denominator. So we need to find the LCD. So the least number, class, that we can divide 16 and 1, that would be 16, right? We can divide 16 by 1. We can also divide 16 by 16. So the LCD of 1 and 16, that would be 16. Once again, class, do not add the fractions directly because they don't have the same denominators. We find the LCD, and the LCD, that is 16. So divide, if you still remember, class, divide 16 divided by 1, and then you multiply. So 16 divided by 1, that is 16 times 10, that would be 160. Plus 16 divided by 16, that's 1, times 9, that would be 9. 16 divide, that's 1, times 9, that is 9. Alright, so this will be 160 plus 9, that's 169 over 16. Alright, so this is 169 over 16. Now let's have the second solution, class. So the first solution, finding the LCD. The second solution, class, you can use this one. Most of the other countries, class, they're using this one. This is what we call the butterfly method. Easy class for the butterfly method. Simply cross multiply 10 times 16, that is 160, and then 1 times 9, that is 9, and then you multiply the denominators. 1 times 16, that is 16. And then you add class 160 plus 9, that's 169, and then copy 16. Same answer class. Alright, so next step class, to find the value of x, you extract square root both sides so that we can cancel this out. We can cancel the exponent, cancel this out. So this will be, copy this one, x minus 3 over 4, since we cancel the exponent and the square root, equals, so square root of 160, once again, do not forget class, positive then negative. Okay, positive then negative, square root of 169, that is 13. The square root of 16, that is 4. 13 times 13 class, that's 169. 4 times 4, that is 16. Square root of 169, that's 13. Square root of 16, that is 4. Almost done class. So you separate this one class. We have positive 13 over 4 and we have negative 13 over 4. So separate x minus 3 over 4 equals, let's start with positive 13 over 4. The other one, x minus 3 over 4 equals the negative 13 over 4. Once again, class, copy x minus 3 over 4 equals positive 13 over 4 and the other one negative 13 over 4. So to get the value of x, you transpose this one, negative 3 over 4 left to right. So this will be x equals 13 over 4. This is negative 3 over 4. Once we transfer, it will be positive 3 over 4. So x equals 13 plus 3. Once again, if the denominators are the same, simply copy the denominator, then you can add the numerator. 13 plus 3, that is 16. So x equals, can we divide 16 divided by 4? Yep. 16 divided by 4, that is 4. That's it class, all set. X sub 1. Alright, and this one, x equals, once again, transpose this one. So, copy negative 13 over 4. This is negative, it will be positive 3 over 4. Once again, if they have the same denominator, simply copy the denominator and then combine this one class. Negative 13 plus 3. So, negative 13 plus 3. If they don't have the same sign, subtract, then copy the sign of the larger number. So, 13 minus 3, that's 10. Now, 13 is greater than 3. We have negative 10. So, this is negative 10. Now, once again, class, you check the fraction, class, if we can divide. Can we divide negative 10 by 4? Can we divide 10 by 4? Nope. We cannot divide. Now, next question, can we reduce? Because if you can reduce the fraction, class, you always reduce the fraction to its lowest term. That's actually mandatory, class. Yep, we can reduce this one by 2, right? We can divide 10 by 2. We can divide 4 by 2. So, the GCF of 10 and 4, that would be 2. Divide by 2. So, x sub 2 equals negative 10 divided by 2, that's negative 5. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. That's it, class. All set for example number 1. So let's have another example, class. Example number 2. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. We have given 3x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. Now, first step, class, is we need to divide the equation by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3, and divide by 3. Once again, you'll be asking question, why is that, sir? So that, class, our value of a will be equal to 1. Once again, class, in completing the square, a should be equal to 1. Now, since this is 3, we need to divide this one by 3. Because 3 divided by 3, that would be 1, then copy x squared. Okay, so once again, class, in completing the square, a should be equal to 1. Now, since this is 3, we need to divide this 1 by 3. Because 3 divided by 3, that's 1. Then copy x squared. Plus, so copy 2 over 3x. So check, class, can we divide the fraction? Nope, we cannot divide. 2 divided by 3, that cannot be. So we will get a decimal answer. And you're not allowed, class, to have a decimal answer. So check if we can reduce. Can we reduce 2 over 3? Nope, we cannot reduce. So copy, then copy this one. Can we divide 8 by 3? Nope, we cannot divide. So copy 8 over 3 equals 0 divided by 3, that is 0. Alright, so we can erase 1, class. Understood that there's 1 here. So next step, class, is we need to transpose the constant from left to right. Transpose this one. So copy x squared, copy 2 over 3x, plus we need to add a new constant because we need to transpose this constant class from left to right. Once again, copy 2 over 3x plus a new constant. You put a space because we need to add a new constant. Transpose this one. This is negative 8 over 3. It will be positive 8 over 3 plus another new constant. What would be that number that we need to add on the left side is the same number that we need to add on the right side. And how to find that number, sir? The formula class, that would be b over 2 quantity squared. So this is the formula class to find that number. So our b class is beside x with the exponent of 1, the linear term. So our b is beside x with the exponent of 1, so therefore our b is 2 over 3. So 2 over 3 divide 2 quantity squared. Once again, class, sir, where did you get 2 over 3? 2 over 3, class, is the value of b. And this divide 2, this is the formula, class. P divided by 2. Alright, so let me simplify first inside the parentheses. So this will be 2 over 3 divided by 2. Once again, class, any whole number, there is a denominator of 1. In fractions, class, once again, always recall this one. In fractions, you cannot divide the fractions directly. You need to get the reciprocal of the divisor, then you proceed to multiplication. So this will be 2 over 3. We cannot divide. We get the reciprocal of the divisor. This is our divisor, 2 over 1. So 2 over 1, get the reciprocal. So to get the reciprocal, class, this one will be the numerator. Alright, and this 2 will be the denominator. Just simply flip, class. This 1 will be the numerator. This 2 will be the denominator. So that will be 1 over 2. Okay, simply rotate, class. This 1 will be the numerator. This 2 will be the denominator. So that will be 1/2. The reciprocal of 2 over 1, that is 1/2. Then you proceed to multiplication. So 2 over 3 times 1 over 2. Alright, so 2 times 1, that's 2. 3 times 2, that is 6. So 2 over 6. Alright, so once again, class, 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So that will be 2 over 6. So this is parentheses, then 2 over 6 raised to the power of 2. Question, can we reduce? Because if you can reduce, class, you reduce this one first inside the parentheses before you do the square. You will have the same answer anyway, class. You will have the same answer. But for me, class, it's better to reduce. So let's have the two solutions, class. You distribute and then later on we reduce. So when you distribute this one, class, this is 2 squared. You distribute 2 by 6, this will be 6 squared, right? And then 2 times 2, that is 4. 6 times 6, once again, 6 squared, class, it doesn't mean 6 times 2, it means 6 times 6. 6 times 6, that is 36. Question, can we reduce 4 and 36? Because if you can reduce, you need to reduce, class. Yup, we can actually reduce. This is, what's the answer, class? We can reduce this one by 4, right? 4 divided by 4, once again, the GCF of 4 and 36, that is 4. So 4 divided by 4, that's 1. 36 divided by 4, that's 9. 1 over 9. But it will take time, class, if you do it this way. So the thing that you will do, class, if you can reduce the fraction, always reduce, class, before you do the square. So can we reduce 2 over 6? Yup. 2 over 6, we can divide this one by 2. The GCF of 2 and 6, that would be 2. 2 divided by 2, that's 1. 6 divided by 2, that's 3. We cannot divide 2 by 6, class. We will get a decimal answer. Instead, class, we need to reduce. You find the greatest common factor, and that would be 2. So this will be 1/3. Once again, 2 over 6 is just the same with 1/3. Then raised to the power of 2. You reduce this one first before you do the square. Alright, so this will be, distribute this one. Alright, so this will be 1 squared and then 3 squared. So 1 squared, it doesn't mean 1 times 2, that would be 1 times 1. Over 3 squared, that would be 3 times 3. So 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 3 is 9. So therefore, we need to add 1 over 9. On the left side, we also add 1 over 9 on the right side. Alright, almost done, class. So once again, class, this is a perfect square trinomial for your answer. We make it into square binomial by simply getting the square root of the first term, the square root of x squared, that is x, the square root of the last term, the square root of 1 over 9. So the square root of 1, that is 1 because 1 times 1 is 1. The square root of 9, that is 3 because 3 times 3 is 9. So the square root of 1 over 9, that would be 1/3. copy 1/3, and then you copy plus sign. Okay, once again, square root of x squared, that's x. Square root of 1/9, that's 1/3. Copy the sign of the middle term, plus, you put open and close parentheses, then squared. Alright, and then we need to add this one class, 8/3 plus 1/9. Let's do the butterfly method class. It's easy class for the butterfly method. So multiply 8 times 9. So 8 times 9, that's 72. And then 1 times 3. 1 times 3, that is 3. Alright, so 8 times 9, 72. 1 times 3 is 3. And then multiply the denominator. 3 times 9, that is 27. So 72 plus 3, that is, what's the answer class? 72 plus 3, that's 75 over 27. So check class, can we reduce? Okay, once again, 8/3 plus 1/9, the answer is 75 over 27. Check, can we reduce? Because if we can reduce, you always reduce class. Can we reduce this one? Yep, I think we can reduce this one by 3, right? We can reduce this one by 3. So 75 divided by 3, let's divide class. 7 divided by 3, that's 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down 5. So this is 15. 15 divided by 3, that is 5. 5 times 3, that is 15. 15 minus 15, that is 0. So therefore, we can reduce 75 and 27 by 3. By 3. So 75 divided by 3, that is 25. 27 divided by 3, that is 9. Alright, so this will be equal to 25 over 9. Once again, class, always reduce the fraction to its lowest term if you can reduce. That's actually mandatory, class. Alright, and then you extract square root both sides so that you can cancel the exponent here too. Cancel this out, extract square root both sides. So this will be x plus 1/3. So extract square root both sides, cancel this out. So copy x plus 1/3 equals positive, negative, square root of 25, that's 5. Square root of 9, that is 3. Alright, and then you do it individually, class. So this will be x plus 1/3 equals, so you have positive 5/3. And the other one, x plus 1/3 equals, we have negative 5/3. Alright, and then we transpose this one, class, left to right. Transpose this one. So this will be x equals, copy 5/3. This is positive 1/3. It will be negative 1/3. So x equals, copy, same denominator, copy 3. So 5 minus 1, that is 4. Alright, so x sub 1, that is 4/3. Check, class, if we can reduce. Nope, we cannot reduce. So x sub 1, class, is 4/3. The other one. So this is x equals, copy, negative 5/3. This is positive 1/3. It will be negative 1/3. Once we transfer, you change the sign, class. This is positive. It will be negative 1/3. So x equals, so copy denominator, same denominator. Once again, if you're combining fractions with the same denominator, simply copy the denominator. So we have negative 5, negative 1. If they both have negative, simply copy negative sign, then you add the number. 5 plus 1, that is 6. This is negative 6. X equals, can we divide? Yep. Negative 6 divided by 3, that would be negative 2. X sub 2. That's it, class. All set. All set, class, for example number 2. So quite complicated, right? Alright, so I hope you learned from this one, class. So you try this one, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. You try this one, class. 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 equals 0. So you find the roots, class. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So I hope you learned something new today, class. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, class, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.